Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of December 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your moon sign or rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your astrological chart, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there will be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because I'm reading for a lot of Virgos out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I would just like to let you know, in case you haven't heard, I am now on Instagram and I am doing free oracle card readings for the mid-month every single month for all of the 12 zodiac signs, and you can find me over there under Triple Tarot. I would love to interact with you over there on Instagram. All right, now on to your reading. Down the center I have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Crossing or supporting that, I have the High Priestess, and this is a supporting card. And the energy right out of the gate is very much self-focused, very singularly focused. So by being by yourself and connecting with your spirituality, these three specifically talk to me about spirituality. I do see that you will be able to attract more abundance, more stability, because this is an unstable card, but it's greatly mitigated by this beautiful nine. So you can attract more abundance, financial abundance at that, and being able to value and realize and recognize what it is that you already possess. When I talk about possessions, I mean your virtues, your qualities, and also the material things that you do possess. The message is very clear for your sign that when it comes to making big expenditures this month, you will feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So the note for your sign is to make sure that you budget, that you stick to a plan. And I do know that it's very hard to do so, especially throughout this month. This is a recurring theme for a lot of the signs that I've read for this month, so it should come as no surprise because we are in December and we do have holidays upon us. So I do see that now is just not the time to make big ticket item expenditures. And when it comes to letting go of things that are of a cyclical nature, and I'm really now zeroing in on these two cards, the 5 and the 8 do talk about an ideal time, especially right out of the gate, right in this week, first week of December, to close the doors on people that are emotionally, with cups, unstable. With the 5 numerologically does talk about instability, and things that are of a cyclical nature. I always say the same thing, but the number 8 goes like this, but if you put it in this way, it is the infinity symbol. So it's things that come and go, but they don't quite get to a 9 or a 10. They don't get to a full completion of feeling emotionally satiated or satisfied. So I do see that it would be to your best interest to let go and release karmic connections of all kinds, especially of a cyclical nature. These people, you do know that they don't actually give of themselves to you. They don't give you anything, they take. So it is in your best interest to let go and release. Now in your root area, we have the 10 of Cups, the World card, and the 9 of Cups. I love this trio. It's such a beautiful message that I'm going to give, and I love giving good news. So if you are a Virgo that is in this cusp of, should I let go? Should I release? Should I cut cords? Should I end cycles? Especially of a karmic kind, because the World card and the 8 do talk about karmic ties, and the World card does talk about endings because it is the last card of the major arcana. So once you do so, once you release, once you let go, once you cut these cords, I do see beauty, abundance, emotional abundance at that, and a lot of support for you when it comes to family. And family isn't just blood relatives, but the family that we choose, like our friends. And when it comes to these things that you're releasing, that you're letting go, they could very well be of like a vice, because cups sometimes talk about vices. The 8 for me can talk about, for example, drinking too much, or drinking too much coffee, or anything that you just don't see as really good for you. They have a high, but then they have a low. There's a elevation and a come down with the 8 of cups. So once you let go, once you release, I do see that this situation is going to be a lot easier than you think. Why? Because the universe is behind you. You have your spirit guides and your angels backing you up and blessing this release, this ending. So whatever it is that isn't fulfilling you, fulfilling your cup, let go, release, because what comes right after is such a blessing. I really can't stress this enough. It is ultimate happiness, feeling like all of your cups are now full, and now you can really enjoy yourself, and now you can truly be happy. And this trio also talks about emotional satisfaction when it comes to a lucky streak. So there is a lot of luck to be had, rather, for your sign. Now, I am also seeing here in your recent past, even though we're talking about some beautiful cards, the thing for your sign really is going to be a lot of indecision when it comes to making choices. Why? Because we have the 7 of swords with the Lover's card, and they talk about choices and feeling like, I need to do everything. It's kind of like an all or nothing, or I just can't decide. I want everything. So I do see that that's going to be a little bit tough for you. Indecision is a thing that is highlighted with these cards, but you are also going to be called to confront things that perhaps you did not want to see previous to now. What is it that is causing you fear? These are themes that are popping up with this trio for your sign. And the 7 here indicates that you could feel like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have acted this way, or I shouldn't have said what I said. I say sayings because we are dealing with swords cards, and swords do talk about words, the words that we choose. They could be written or verbal in nature, and lying and even if they're white lies, it's just not gonna work out in the way that you want to. I do see a lot of luck for your sign, but don't push your luck, because karmically it can affect the beauty that is trying to come into your life. And I'm popping ahead, but the crowning and the outcome position is looking really good for your sign. So we don't want that to be mitigated. We want to mitigate difficulties. So try not to get away with something this month. That's the best way to put it. Don't lie. Don't be as transparent as possible, truly. And if it's not you, it's somebody else around you that could be behaving in this way. And this could definitely be a Gemini, because the Lover's card is a representation of that sign. And this could be their sun, moon, or rising sign, or simply someone that in the now, they're not able to truly communicate what it is that they need, and they're hiding something from you, or they don't have the guts to truly come out and say what it is that their intentions are towards you. But the 2 here does talk about intuition, so trust in that, especially if you're around people where just by being around them, you feel a little iffy. Trust that niggle. That's really what these cards are saying. Now, crowning your reading, I have the Temperance card, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. I love this trio for you. Why? Because first and foremost, you have appeared in your reading as a king. So that is the highest manifestation of the court cards in the tarot. So it denotes a lot of control. Already, if you have a court card that appears, for me specifically, I know that all tarot readers have their own communication, their own language with the cards, their own connection with the cards, because card reading is a very personal thing. For me personally, whenever I see court cards that represent that sign, it lets me know that they have more control over their circumstances. But appearing as a king, oh my gosh, you have a lot more control than you think. Even if a situation seems difficult or uncertain, you definitely have more control than you realize, and that is a good thing to see and a good thing to note, so that we can behave in that way. Now, I do see that for my Virgos dealing with a Sagittarius, because the Temperance card is a representation of that sign, or it could be another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, someone from the earth element, sun, moon, or rising. I do see a lot of love between you with the beautiful Ace of Cups. It's a very profound connection between you and them, and they value you so very much. I do see that for some of you, this could be a new beginning in love. And if that is the case, if you are just dating somebody new, be more patient with them, because they just need a bit more time to communicate what it is that they feel for you. So if it's an I love you exchange, for example, or if you just want them to be a bit more verbal when it comes to how they feel about you, just be a bit more patient. They take a bit more time. But they do love you, so that is a good thing to see. Now, if these two cards can also indicate reconciliation for me, and it is a reconciliation with someone that you value so very much. And if you are or have been thinking about making amends with somebody, this is the month to do so. There's an opportunity here for you to initiate this, or for you to forgive somebody this month. Now, for those Virgos out there who are single and are looking for love, this is the month to go out and mingle and be a little bit more patient, because there is a person that is very, they're looking very good for love. Now, in your future position, we have the Moon card, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So try your best not to overthink this month, especially halfway through the month. I do see some worries, or you doubting your ability to manifest, or not being able to see clearly situations that are illusory in nature. The King reminds you to try to see your situation in a more objective and rational way. Now, you could definitely be dealing with a Gemini. A lot of Virgos out there could be dealing with a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. It could just also be an air sign like a Libra or Aquarius. And I do see that when dealing with them, you are kind of doubting their intentions. There is a sense here of a lack of trust between the two of you. And the cards are inviting for you to trust, once again, that niggle, trust your intuition, and don't invest of yourself, of your time, your resources, your energy with the 8, because I do see you putting in a lot of effort in this relationship, but if you're doubting it and you're trusting it and you don't feel good at the end of the day, the cards are talking about maybe going elsewhere for the transparency that you need in this relationship. So in your ego position, I have the King of Wands, the Justice card, and the Tower card. And this is a very interesting combination of cards, especially of major arcanas, that talk about something that we've already mentioned. There could be surprises here, there could be changes, there could be, you could be in transition, you could be ending certain things. And even though these things can come swiftly and out of nowhere, just know that with this swiftness and these endings, I do see a lot of beauty and love to be had, a lot more balance and equilibrium being restored in your life in general. So these changes are here, or they're trying to manifest or come about to give you more control, to give you more passion, more creativity, and feeling like the King of Wands here. And so you're being called to trust in divine timing and realizing that no matter how shocking or surprising or how many times you have to release this month, just know that you are protected and that you are being blessed this month. And that is the nature, the energy that we see here in your root area and in your ego position. So lots of synergy with the cards in your reading. I love it. Now, in your environment, we have the 4 of Swords, the 3 and 4 of Pentacles. So this is once again that message of saving, of not making poor choices when it comes to your finances and your money situation. And I know that it is hard this time of year, but try to stick to your budget, have a clear plan, and try not to deviate from it. Now, I do see that for a lot of you Virgos out there putting in a lot of effort at work, you're going to be needing a bit more of a reprieve. The energy is once again very self-focused, trying to let you know that the more you take care of yourself by sleeping well, by nourishing your body, taking naps if you can, or by running a nice hot bath, a bubble bath, or meditating, because this is my meditation card, or reconnecting with your spirituality like we talked about here in the center position. I do see that that could help when it comes to your work life, because otherwise you might be feeling very exhausted and it will be very difficult for you to be as efficient and productive as you could be this month. So make sure that you take some nice time for TLC and R&R for you, because you are worth it. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Ace and the 10 of Swords with the Magician. And I see a lot of questions when I see these cards. What is it, or who is it in your life that makes you doubt yourself? Who is it that lets you down with their words or their actions? Could it be that this is more of an internal thing, something that little voice in your head, the way that you talk to yourself, that negative self-talk, all of that needs to change. So it could be other people, or it could be coming from yourself. Make sure that you take care of how it is that you deal with yourself, and that you don't overly focus on the areas in your life that you're not fully happy with. This could be physical things, or it could be just things in your life. Try not to focus on the things that you want to change and looking for flaws where there are none. And I know that that's a very human thing, is to compare ourselves with other people, or to just not be as happy with what we have. But the pursuit of perfection here sometimes could be positive, especially because it can get you to a better place, or comparing yourself with others in a positive way can inspire you, to propel you to do better. But it can have that fine line of negativity and acting like an obstacle or as a hindrance, instead of something that motivates you. So try to find that healthy boundary within yourself. Be gentle with yourself and recognize that you are human, but like the Magician here, you have everything at your disposal to be successful and to go forth. Now, in your outcome for the month of December, we have beautiful cards. Oh my goodness. We have the 2 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Chariot card. I don't think I could have had a better ending for this reading. Especially, I do feel like your love life will be heightened this month, and I do see a lot of lovely cards. And I do see that emotionally you will be very happy when it comes to the things that you can achieve this month at work. So I see success at work, and I do see emotional success. If you are coupled, the ending the last week of December is perfect for love and romance, and to be with that loved one, that person that you care so very much about. And if you are single, the end of the month, I do see the ability to connect with someone that could be your equal, the person that you're looking for, or it could just denote a beautiful time to be alongside close friends or people that you truly care about. This Two of Cups does talk about friendship, not just on love. Now, if you are dealing with a water sign, I do see a Cancer is really popping most strongly, because the Chariot is a representation of that sign, and the King is looking right at the Chariot, but it can also denote a Pisces or Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. I do see that they really have a lot of deep love for you. They want to see you happy. And they could be very instrumental when it comes to your career and when it comes to making choices. All right, Virgo, that is the end of my reading for you. I hope that it has given you a guide so that you can better manifest with the energies that are at your disposal throughout this month. I would like to thank you so much for all of your support for my channel, for all of your comments, for all of your subscriptions, for giving me a thumbs up, for your shares of this video, making sure that my message reaches those people that might need to hear it. And I would like to give an extra special thanks to any one of you that has donated to my channel. Any denomination is truly welcome. It really helps me out when it comes to making these videos every single month for free. I make 24 videos every month on my channel, and it really does help, and it lets me know that my work here is valued and appreciated. Now, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can do so. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram under Triple Tarot. And if you'd like a private reading with me, you can visit tripletarot.com. I would love to read for you. All right, Virgo, I'm wishing you a very beautiful, blessed month. Happy holidays, and I will see you guys in January. Bye-bye.